Recorded live on location at the Generation X Comics and Games Studio, it's Trade Paper Hacks, episode 40, with your hosts, Mark and Alex.
Thank you, Announcer Boy.
Yeah, Announcer Boy said 40.
He said 40. And he's already on his way out of here.
He had to go get a 40.
He had to go get a 40 because he's doing another podcast entirely dedicated to manscaping. So we... as Announcer Boy so kindly told you before he ran out of here.
So
quite
that was
clean.
that trail of hair was as he took off.
Poof. Little curlies everywhere. You're listening and watching Trade Paper Hacks. My name is Alex Lee. I'm joined by my co-patriot in comic books, Mark Thompson. Say hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
And we're coming to you live from Generation X Comics and Game Studios over here in beautiful Bedford, Texas.
You didn't point.
Nothing to point at. The sign's gone.
He learned.
It's been gone for months.
I tell you what, we started getting Facebook shares. I'll point.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they're like, hey.
They're not getting 100% out of me. You just get mentioned.
Mentioned.
You don't get pantomiming. Damn it, I pantomimed.
You did
Aha.
it.
I
You
did.
did it.
Good to you, Generation X Comics Game Studios over here in beautiful Bedford, Texas.
Southeast corner of Harwood and 121. We're getting a little further away from hell. It's cooled off
It's
a little
cooling
bit.
off
Yeah.
a little bit. It's quite nice.
We're still
over
pretty
here
close, though.
in the east side of Bedford. Actually, kind of middle Bedford, but
Middle Bedford. We from Midtown.
yeah.
There you go.
The man on the other side of the boards, who's already talked a little bit,
Mostly laughing.
mostly laughing. That's the goofy laugh you hear over there. On the other side of the table, Jason Dyer himself, Tech Booth. Say hi, Tech Booth.
Hi, Tech Booth.
Wow, I can't believe you played that on the air. That
know,
was
right?
horrible, man. That was horrible. Tech
Sometimes-
Booth, you've got to do something about that in post edit.
Yeah.
That
Maybe-
was
Maybe,
terrible. Never play that again, Alex.
Maybe hit it with a beep.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
On the left.
Okay, so we are not alone in studio tonight.
No.
Because later we're going to talk a little bit about the Stephen Amell on what was it, wrestling?
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. So we invited our go-to person, our man of the wrestling world outside of
The worst
Mark.
intro I've ever had.
It's
Right.
a pretty bad intro.
I'm going to save it here.
Albeit it's my second intro, but it's the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah, his
the
first one was bad.
Our man of melanin.
Man of melanin. What?
You just
What
got
do
your
I chop
wrestling
liver
name,
over
man. The
here?
man of melanin.
Thank you.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah.
Ricky Wright.
Hey.
What
up?
There's an applause
Welcome
button right
back,
there.
Ricky Wright.
Thanks.
All right,
Thanks
so
for
we're
having
going to
me.
kick off the show before we get to the wrestling talk. We're going to talk about some news. And literally hours before we started recording this episode, we caught wind and news of Wes Craven passing away. How old was he?
He was actually
76.
76, was he?
That's-
He was 76.
That's old, but still young.
Right.
like 76. As I get older, I'm like, I'd like to live past that. But then, like, if you're a little bit younger than me, you're like, oh well, 76. That's a whole life. Good
If you're
job.
lucky, like you'll be able to upload your consciousness into a robot then.
That's my plan.
I think
Yeah.
that was one of Wes Craven's fears. I feel there's a Wes Craven movie about that somewhere.
It was called anyway.
Yeah.
So let's give a little shout out to Wes Craven.
Wes Craven, iconic horror director, made Freddy Krueger at Nightmare on Elm Street. The whole reason New Line Cinema was a company.
Even a thing.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, this is the very start of low budget horror films and doing a lot with very little. Wes Craven would do every single job on the set, including audio, editing, filming, camera work. He did everything and was very innovative with very little. And I think that kind of goes to show that, much like your Trade Paper Hacks podcast, the less you have, the more you learn.
And the more you have to try.
And the more the overall effort you have to do.
So a great
you don't
great
give
movie.
effort?
We try.
Yeah, we get an
yeah.
F for effort.
Effort.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fort.
That works.
An E for it.
Any fort.
Yeah.
Yeah, so rattle
great-
off some of those
great
movies.
Legend we lost. Let's see. He did the Scream movies.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
great. He worked on The Last House on the Left, The Hills Have Eyes, and the thing that really set him apart and made him a thing, he worked on the DC comic adaptation Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing!
Not
You
that
made
Swamp
my
Thing.
heart sing!
Not the cartoon, the movie.
Oh.
The movie.
The movie. There was a movie,
Well, we got the cartoon because of the movie.
probably, but
All 6 episodes of it. Go watch them on YouTube. They're all
Have
there.
you seen that movie? The Swamp Thing one?
A
Yeah.
long time ago.
What sucks?
This is the one that's, this is DC side, right?
Yes. Not Man Thing.
Do we know what year that came out? I think I've seen it. I think I was like really young when I saw it though. Like,
Here's
It came out a long time ago.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Here's what's unfortunate about it is that even the current prints that are on well, I don't think they made a Blu-ray version.
They
but,
need to. Hey, DC, make a Blu-ray version of Swamp Thing.
Right.
Maybe don't.
Put it on a hardback
Well,
and
well,
make sure.
Well,
we
I
buy
saw a
digital
DVD
copies,
copy of
too.
it. It is so dark, you can't see what's going on for the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Came out in 1982.
Yeah, there's
Dang,
some.
That's the year I was born.
Yeah, directed by Wes Craven.
Yep.
Man,
Rip.
look at those images.
Rip. All right, Wes. Scare him in the next world. Okay. So speaking of scary things, non-Wes Craven influenced, we'll talk more about zombies now because there's a brand new zombie show on TV. I know you're all excited to hear that, and you're like, wow, I thought we needed more of this. Fear the Walking Dead, the spin-off of the regular Walking Dead TV show, hit AMC stations last weekend. Last Sunday?
Episode 2 played while we were recording this.
Yes. So we're missing out on episode 2 to bring you the review of episode 1.
How was it?
I thought it was not more the same. Like you expected, like, oh, it's just gonna be like Walking Dead. And that's really what you're expecting. They're gonna cash in on that. No, they did a whole. It's before the outbreak.
Okay.
So that's the whole premise.
It's the outbreak. It's during the outbreak.
It's like 20 minutes before the outbreak.
Okay.
No, so all this stuff's happening in the background. It's that very much that Shaun of the Dead where he's like going to the store and stuff's happening in the background, but nobody notices.
Okay.
That's kind of like what's happening here. And it's really showcasing the people and their first experiences with seeing the dead animate.
Okay.
Like there's a news story.
Yeah.
And it's it's kind of creepy. I pointed it out to my wife. The way they film it is very much like how they would film the news stories that we've already seen, right?
Okay.
That have actually already happened in our lives. When they had this whole scene where a zombie came back to life and a bunch of cops shot him, and the zombie was attacking somebody, and it was very, very, very reminiscent from the camera angles from that guy eating that person's face in Florida a couple years back.
Yeah, it was a very real news report looking thing.
It was like, we've already seen this. It's already happened. Ah!
Okay.
It's stuck in Florida.
Oh, good. Maybe it'll stay there. Noise.
Okay, so what did you think, Mark? I liked it. I thought it was not refreshing, but it was different.
The premise, I really like the premise. I like the idea. I think they executed fine. I just, the problem with the execution is I didn't care about any of the characters. I did not care if one of those characters lived through that episode.
I didn't. Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna think maybe you shouldn't at that point. I mean, if a bunch of people are just gonna start dying off early on until they establish a core storyline, maybe you shouldn't care about it.
Maybe we're jaded because of the original Walking Dead show.
Did you
Like-
guys ever play any of the Telltale games? That's
Yeah,
like-
I played the first season.
Is it kind of like that?
No, the
Okay.
first season's really good. Maybe the very opening scene.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
But everything else is so tight and following just them, you don't get a concept. This is very broad,
Okay.
and you're catching multiple sides of it.
Are there any characters that we've seen from the other thing, or is
You're
this
not
just
going to.
completely
No.
different?
It's never going to
Completely
touch.
different,
Okay.
yeah. Well,
It's
they
all
said
West Side.
They said if this keeps going, there eventually could be crossover stuff.
I guess yeah, if
eventually.
you get enough timeline under your belt. you
Yeah,
might be
they
able to
say
write
it
that.
will
Wasn't
eventually
the main
catch up.
lady the sheriff in the prison last season of Walking Dead? Or was that a different one? All white people look alike to me.
That's a
It's
real
a
problem.
hard thing. You gotta go look up actresses' names.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one lady, you know, she
That
had the
one-
hair.
you know that one lady?
She had the arms and the legs and stuff.
None of the melanin.
Had the face.
I hated it. They already killed off the black guy, so I'm watching anything else.
No, if you see the previews, there's another black guy, so it'll be okay.
There's
Let's
another
kill
black
him
guy
too.
coming.
B team.
But
What?
live up to it though. The black guy did die first.
He did. First one.
Yeah.
And out of there.
We
It's
have
all his
standards
fault.
to meet.
Is it? Should we thank Wes Craven for that?
Thanks, Wes.
Guy.
We miss you, dog.
West.
Oh,
It's on the West Coast. No.
No.
yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. Like, I'm gonna keep watching. You gonna keep watching it?
Oh, I'm definitely going to keep watching it because I'm hoping that they expand and get better with the characters.
I think that you'll really get in. I felt what they were feeling. Like the daughter, her boyfriend goes missing, and you see she's upset about it.
No, the black guy. God dang it.
Yeah, the other black guy's
Yeah,
gone.
the other black guy's gone.
But you
so-
had some white black love,
We did.
Yeah?
Interracial love. you know?
interracial love. It's a beautiful thing.
United Nations.
Ebony and Ivory.
UNITY.
Queen Latifah.
Your references are out of control.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna keep watching, Ricky, you gonna keep watching it? Really?
I will. I recorded it.
Yeah, you'll be the black guy who survives the whole thing.
Probably not. I'm done. Episode 3. I'm out of here.
Hey, that's
No matter what,
That's
yep.
good.
That's
That's
just
good.
gone.
He gone.
Yeah.
Yep. Wes Craven. Man, you know what? He killed Jada Pinkett and Omar Epps in Scream 2. First scene.
First scene.
Wow.
Yeah. Take that.
That's
Look at that
extensive
awkward
knowledge.
trivia.
Yeah.
Awkward trivia.
Oh, well, he remembers when they got killed.
Yeah, no, I get it. It was a traumatic experience.
Well, that's when he turned off the movie. He's like, oh, I've already seen enough.
Yep. Scream 3. I forgot her name.
Oh,
That one actress.
one actress.
That one actress.
That
with
one
the
lady
face and
with
the
the legs.
arms.
The black arms and the black legs. She was Sydney's best friend, and then you think that they're gonna get out. She's like, come on, Sydney, come on.
That
And then she
chick is
killed her
awesome
too.
in pretty much every horror movie she's ever been in.
Yeah.
It just clicked with me who you're talking about. Right on.
Yeah, that one. With
Yeah,
the-
that one from them B
She's
movies.
got the lips and the nose and the butt.
Right?
and a butt.
Yeah.
Like the curly hair.
R.I.P. Wes Craven.
Okay. On to more main.
Do we have some more rando news? Any more rando?
We do.
We do. Let's go to more rando news.
Okay, so back to more mainstream comic book type things. Some promo shots came out for the new Civil War movie. I don't know if they
Yeah.
were leaked.
No,
or if they were.
those were
I think those were released on purpose.
yes, but there is. You're thinking of the footage from the movies. There are bits of. It's like maybe 15 seconds in GIF, not even 15, maybe 5 in GIF form.
Don't you say that in GIF,
GIF
form.
form.
GIF is something you put on bread.
Yeah.
Jiffy nerds. Anyway,
Jiffy Pop.
in a series of animated images, you get to
There you
see
go.
two different teams running toward each other, but it's all incredibly dark, very pre-production, or like it's not cleaned up at all.
They probably stole it from the D23
Yeah,
conference that was a
feels
few
like
weeks
it
ago.
was straight up jacked, and it was leaked. That one was leaked, so you can find that on Imgur somewhere.
Yeah, but I think
okay,
you're
okay.
best off. Okay, let's talk
what
team.
they're talking about is Captain America Civil War. They have released concept art of basically the two sides of the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Iron Man on one side, rolling with War Machine, duh.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther, which just looks awesome.
Damn right.
Vision and Black Widow.
Wow.
Okay.
And then on the other
pretty
side, we
heavy
got
team.
Captain America. He's rolling with Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to happen. He's got Winter Soldier with him. He's got Hawkeye, and he's got Agent Carter.
He's also got
Sharon
Ant-Man.
Carter.
Sharon
And
Carter,
Ant-Man,
younger.
yes.
Younger
The younger
Carter.
Sharon
I
Carter.
thought you were talking about Carter from Rush Hour.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
no,
blonde
bro.
chick?
Carter.
Yeah, Agent 13.
Person? The blonde person?
The blonde.
Yeah, Agent 13 was his neighbor.
His neighbor that
in the
was
last
sitting
movie.
there to guard him.
That's awesome. I was
Yeah.
wondering when they were going to actively make her.
Yeah, I mean,
legit
they
part.
kind of said she was going to be in it, but they didn't really make her a big part of it. The interesting thing I see in this, and Ant-Man's in that photo too.
Oh, Ant-Man is chilling out on
yeah.
Falcon's shoulder or
That's
something
cool.
like that.
Hawkeye's
shoulder.
Should have been Falcon's shoulder.
Oh, they better do that thing.
With
yeah.
the arrow,
Yes,
with
they better
Ant-Man
do
on the
that.
end of the
Gotta do that
arrow as
thing.
Hawkman shoots Hawkeye.
You just said that. Did you see that? He just
know.
did that. He
Yeah.
just converted to DC. That's,
know.
That's okay.
Hot
I'll let
guy.
you have it.
Hot
I'll
guy?
let you.
Hawk guy.
I was pretty sure you said Hawkeye.
Nobody likes Hawkman anyway, so let's
Yeah,
not
it's
confuse
kind of
that.
true.
Screw his weapons.
The thing I find interesting about it, there's no Scarlet Witch in these photos.
There's no Scarlet Witch. There's no Spider-Man.
You know what I'm hoping? Like
Well, Spider-Man's supposed to be at the end.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I hope
Spider-Man
that
is his Jewish
eventually
name.
they just start filling more and more people in there. Because when you look at those photos, they're pretty large distances apart from each
Oh
other.
yeah, they
right?
can easily add people into these.
Yeah. How many more do you think we need for it to really feel like a war? Because right now it just feels like two teams. Feels like full court press. You know what I'm saying? They're all they need is some really.
5-on-5 with Ant-Man.
That's what I'm
on there.
saying. Yeah.
But let's go ahead and throw out that it's incredibly asymmetrical.
Yeah, dude, it's real heavy on Tony's team.
You got Tony. You got Iron Man himself, who's the heavy hitter.
Yep.
You have
War
Vision.
Machine hits
you have,
heavier.
Okay, War Machine is even heavier. Then you have Vision, who's a Thor like level
I just see
character.
him being a pacifist. Or I would assume he would be more of a pacifist. Like if Vision's going to do anything in the battles, it'll be to phase people out of where they would have been taken out and giving them like a second life in the battlefield. I just don't see him fighting.
Hey, we don't know what happens yet.
Yeah.
We don't know what happens
Fair
yet.
enough.
So it'll be interesting to see which side Scarlet Witch falls on and see if they've developed that Scarlet Witch Vision relationship.
I mean,
there.
there's the opportunity for flip flop. Like, do we know that
Absolutely.
people get flip flop? Also, there's been rumor that Mark Ruffalo was on set.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's almost confirmed.
Spoiler alert.
So we got Hulk. Okay, the only one that I haven't heard about being on set was Chris Hemsworth. Is Thor in this
No,
or not?
I think
He's
Thor's
going to be doing his thing.
totally off in
Thor's-
Ragnarok.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about Thor showing up and
Robo
totally
Thor.
jacking.
I doubt.
Oh, Robo Thor would be interesting.
Robot Thor in the original Civil War was created by Reed Richards in lieu of a missing Thor for some Ragnarok reason, actually.
Yeah, he was dead at the time. Because
And
of
he
Ragnarok.
accidentally killed a character. We're not going to say who because it could be a spoiler.
No?
No.
Not for the movie, it won't be.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay,
he's
there's
not-
an analog, right?
Not really.
Who'd he
Okay,
kill?
Goliath was killed.
Yeah.
this
A guy who
should make Ricky-
grows really large.
A pseudo giant man, or like,
Yeah.
was he like third generation?
He's like third generation giant
yeah.
man. And then now we also have a character who shrinks and grows large, potentially. We don't know if that's going to happen or not. Could make for a killer second act. Giant Paul Rudd. And
Get
it could happen.
Get it? Killer, second half. Killer.
Don't stare at your
It
camera.
Yeah,
happened.
do not look at your camera. Stop that.
Stop making eye contact.
There's also pictures of. There's pictures of Hawkeye's new suit too, and that suit looks awesome.
He got the perp on.
I was just going
he
to
got the
ask,
perp
is it
going.
purple finally?
It's purple. It's real purple. It's not that dark purple that he had, almost maroon,
Okay.
going in. Age
You know,
of
they
Ultron.
probably had to fade us in that way.
They
Give us
couldn't
a-
just go straight purple?
Yeah, I don't think that you could have gone with
We
like a
got
full on.
green and purple, or green and red vision immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're so far into all the movies.
Okay.
And it was a joke because he wanted to look like Thor. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you
Vision
that,
wanted to
yeah.
look like
Yeah,
Thor.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
your preference.
This whole time y'all been talking about Civil War
Yeah.
earlier. I thought there was actual Civil War stuff going on. Like the North and the South were fighting again.
And Tony Stark is on the side of the
I was
South.
like, maybe
and
you know some dude
Captain
named
America's
Tony
in the
that
North.
just wants to go kill people. I don't know.
Well, there is a villain named Ulysses.
I know a
in the
bro named
Marvel
Ant-Man
series.
too. Like
He's cool.
he's got heavy squats. Yeah, you can do it. Anyway.
What?
I was totally lost.
We're losing time.
we are losing time.
You're
Do you have
losing me.
Do you have some more topics for us to get
Yeah,
into?
real quick. Secret Wars, they announced that there's going to be a 9th issue.
So much going on, they have to give it a 9th issue.
Which means that we were absolutely correct when we called it a midpoint review.
Right.
Yes.
See, we predicted this.
Yep.
It happened because they listened to our show and said, God, they're right. We have to make another issue.
Yeah, Mark said it didn't quite feel like Alex said it didn't quite feel like the middle of an event, and so they said, he's right. Let's just give him one more.
Make it
one
the middle
more.
of the event.
I have no problem saying I was right.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's good.
We know that.
Live it.
Yeah.
Read
Okay.
it.
And then a 6-second Instagram video. I think it was Instagram or something came out that
Some
was.
video.
Yeah, it was on some shared website. So it's really short teaser for the next Star Wars movie. What's the name of it?
Force Awakens.
There you go, Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And you see Kylo Ren, you see this lightsabers and stuff. But then at the very end, you see, oh God, what's his name?
Finn.
Finn, the Black Stormtrooper from the earlier trailers.
It's apparently not a stormtrooper.
Not a Stormtrooper, holding a lightsaber. Second time we get a black guy with a lightsaber.
What color
Damn
was
right.
It's blue.
It was
Good.
blue, so it wasn't perp.
it? Nope.
Wasn't,
Hey,
a
nobody
crip.
but Samuel L. Jackson's going to have a purple lightsaber.
Ever.
That's what he said. I want.
He's a crip with a lightsaber.
because it's blue.
Yeah.
He's holding it on the left side.
This is where that the Bloods and the Crips started.
The blue and the red. Yeah, he's
So-
not
so,
wrong.
yeah.
I thought it
That's-
was G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Because they had the different color laser. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, because the lasers in Star Wars are red and green. So
Nothing. Yeah, but the lightsabers were blue and red.
Lightsabers are like all kinds of
and
colors.
green.
But okay,
And yellow.
Blue,
Okay,
is, blue is for the Padawan, for the younger one. When you ascend to the Master, you get your green one.
what color was Obi-Wan's in the Fighting
Blue.
Vader? It was blue, and he went
Yeah,
to
but
Padawan.
oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
did that
is
knowledge come
Alex?
from?
And that brings us to our first break.
Yay!
Hey,
Oh no, I want to throw one more thing in. Kylo Ren's not a Sith.
He's
Kylo Ren's not a
He
Sith.
wants
That
to be a
news
Sith.
came out.
He wants to be. He's trying to emulate the dark side. Apparently, he's still going to be connected to the dark side. He's still evil, but he's not a Sith.
Okay.
So it gives us more room to grow this world.
I'm
Yeah.
freelancing,
Yeah.
guys. I'm freelancing, and
Yeah, whoever got the
know.
money got me.
yeah. My loyalty can be
So
purchased.
he's like lawful evil?
Probably. Well, Darth Vader was lawful evil.
Yeah.
Oh God, let's get out the charts.
What does that make the Emperor?
Lawful evil.
No, that's like what's it? Far left
The
side.
bounty hunters are chaotic evil.
Yes.
Actually, there's more just neutral evil.
I was gonna say, wouldn't they be neutral?
Yeah, I'd call them neutral.
Because they go where the money is.
Jabba's more chaotic, I think.
Yes, I agree with that.
Why
And with
are
that,
you
we're gonna
raging
roll
over
our
there?
dice and see if we crit that break.
I thought we were going Jumanji just now.
What year is it?
I think that's where I got that sound drop. We will be right back with a review of SummerSlam. Stephen Amell of the Arrow, CW's Arrow, fought Stardust on a pay-per-view. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. They actually convinced me to watch wrestling. We'll talk more after the break. All right.